starseeds that I'm meeting, their biggest struggle is that they understand that it's not there. They don't want that. They know what they want, but they can't make it happen. They can't make the shift. And okay, sometimes it is a bit of chaos in between, but it seems like the chaos never ends. Or there's so much, there's a lot of financial struggles, so much freaking financial struggles, ridiculous. No, I get it, but is that all, where it's about? Is so much more than that. So there are financial struggles, there is relationship struggles, nobody understands me, or I'm feel so different, I don't feel I fit in, or loving relationships are not the way you want it to be. And most of it is you're still with one leg in the matrix. I think the major thing for people is that you're still with or both legs, or otherwise with one leg in the matrix. And how do you know if you still have a feet in the matrix, a leg in the matrix? Is when you judge people, when you get annoyed about things that are happening in the world. Sorry. Yes, you're still with one foot, and when you're someone that's with conspiracy theories and get so frustrated and angry about that, you're definitely with 2 feet in the matrix. I'm not judging you, I'm just telling you what it is that you need to do. I'm coming to that in a moment. What you need to do is to really shift yourself to that new way of living, that beautiful new earth frequency. That loving life that you can have there, right? Really living aligned with your higher self and that highest timeline. It's all there. And it's there, it's not far away, it's there. But you need to get out of that matrix. And so how else do you recognize that you're in the matrix? You're having fights with people, you judge. I think judgment is such a big thing, and it can even be that you're in a certain vibration and others are not, and you have seen the light and others are not, and you might not judge directly, it might not feel like judgment, but you feel sorry for them, or you want them to come where you are, or you feel compassion, but from a place of oh that is still with your feet in the matrix. When you're out of that matrix, let me picture how that looks different, is when you can really accept where everyone is on their path. It is not your life, it's not your decision. You don't need to have judgment about that. You are then in a state that you don't have judgment. It's all okay, everyone is doing their thing, and you do your life out of bliss and flow. Not that it's always like that, but in a place of more alignment. So how else can you know that you're in the matrix? If you're entangling with any emotions that you have, sadness, fear, doubts, worries, all matrix, any of the emotions are very matrix. Everything that keeps you down, basically, matrix stuff. And things that you do because you believe others want you to do them, or is what's supposed to happen, or it's what gives you most security. You're in the matrix, nothing wrong with it, just be aware of it. Because when you have your feet in the matrix, it's difficult to shift to that new way of living. You need to really get out of the matrix to align with your higher self, I believe. That is your matrix hack. The way you hack the matrix is by connecting to your higher self. And not just connecting by feeling that alignment, by starting to live from there. And that is what I do. That is what I support people with, right? That is, to me, the matrix hack. And the way you master that matrix, if you no longer get sucked into it with your emotions, with the actions that you do because you believe you need to do them, with you planning everything, with you trying to figure everything out. There's nothing to figure out. Let go, right? Let it all evolve. Let life evolve. And not by you sitting on your couch and waiting, what's happening? No, but you participating in it, but not from a place, I need to know, I need to figure it out, I need to resolve. There's this money issue. Money is a big thing for Starseeds. There's these money issues that I have. I need to resolve it. No, you're not. It needs to be resolved. I agree. But what you need, of course, you need money. I'm very much in favor of having money and do the things that you love doing and be to service of humanity is so much easier when you have finances to do that. Not that you need them, but it's so much easier. And be here to come and enjoy Earth. And it still functions like that. That money makes it easier to enjoy that. You don't need it, but yes. So anything that keeps you in that matrix is what is denying you to be in that alignment, to be that in a state where things just flow, right? So what else is there? The things that you do, I said. What else is there in the matrix? Anything basically is where you doing your best. That's so horrible. Where you making an effort, where you doing your best, where you trying to organize your life and fix everything. Matrix. And when you let go of that, it is easier to get out of the matrix. Now, it's not easy. So what I believe is easier is when you have that connection with your higher self. That's why I love connecting. It's so easy to connect to your higher self. And then the challenging part is, and that is where you need support with, I believe, is to really start living from there. And it's not difficult, but it takes some effort, it takes some time, and not that too long though. I came up with a 90 days. We can do this in 90 days. You can make this happen, right? Yeah, and it costs some effort. And is it always easy? No, there's a moment that it's so difficult to let go. We are so freaking attached to our sadness, to our fear, and to our traumas. We are attached to them. We can't let go of them because they have served our whole life. Now, they didn't serve us, but your ego thinks they served you your whole life because it kept you safe. Well, you're here today, right? You're safe. But it's not a state of living in fear and with those traumas. Now, I'm a spiritual psychologist. I'm a trauma expert, so I'm used, or let me say it differently, I used to work with people that are traumatized and help them to get rid of their traumas, right? And then live a better life. I believe that is not necessary. Hear me out though. You need to do something with your traumas or whatever issues you have, but not first. You don't first heal yourself because you will never be healed. There's always more to heal. So I don't believe in healing yourself and then living that more aligned life, that new earth frequency. No. You connect with your higher self, you live in that higher frequency, and from there you start clearing out in a quantum healing what is way faster, what is in the way of you really aligning here. So much faster and easier. And I'm all for fast track, for quicker ways of doing this. Not for the sake that I don't have the stamina to do things long. I mean, it took me time to where I am now. I can say I live in that alignment. And it's such a freaking joy. And what I see around me, it's that people they understand it, they get the concept, and they are there in that beautiful space, but just when they do meditation, or they take plant medicines, or whatever you do in your life that you're in that state. I believe that is wonderful, that is great, but you want to have, not in that altered state, but you want to be living in alignment. Sorry, I'm so enthusiastic about it, I'm so passionate about it, maybe a bit too much, right? My apologies there. But you want that altered, not the altered state, but you want that beautiful alignment, that loving feeling, and then anchor that into your life, right? It's a grounded spirituality, I say. It's a very grounded way of living in alignment, in balance. I'm all for that. So you're no longer taken away by all this matrix stuff. You do that from that place. And yes, if then from that place there's still traumas, because you can be connected with your higher self. You can be more in alignment with that. But as always, there's things still there that keep you from that full alignment, that easy life, right? And from there you clear them. And still, that is not the most important thing. Healing is not to me. And I'm all for shadow work. I'm all for facing it. And when I work with people, that is all. No, that's not all. That is also a component of it, right? Because pressing things under is not helping you to live in alignment. No, it needs to see the light. But do you know how much easier it is to have it seen the light, your trauma, your pain? When you're in a place where you're more aligned with your higher self, where you're in a state that you feel so much more, can I use the word happiness? Where you feel in a space where you're not struggling so much, where you're not working so hard to get things done, right? When sometimes things may just come to you and they just happen, or you meet the right person, or things are brought to you on your path. Can it be like that? Yes. And then if there is stuff in the way, let's get rid of that then. Yes, so where we started with this, that yes, that's the struggle I see, and I so much want to support people. My biggest thing in life is like, it started with, I want to help people that struggle, right? And so I worked a lot with refugees, and in that setting, and trauma and refugees, right? And you only get so far. A big difference, a big change, a big impact that I made with the projects and programs I did working with NGOs. Absolutely, absolutely. Anyway, I'm not going to tell you my whole life story, but more and more I realize that healing is really not the way to go about it. It's really that connection with your higher self. And then I discovered I was a starseed. Whoa, shocking in the beginning. Took me half a year, I think, to comprehend that. That is comprehended, and now I really fully enjoy it so much that I fully focus now on starseeds, supporting starseeds. And because when a starseeds is really, perhaps you, when you're really in your light, when you're really that beam of light, when you are functioning from that full alignment with your higher self, or you can call it your soul or higher consciousness, man, you are a radiant being. And it's not only about you remembering your gifts and all that. That's fantastic, and that's what you can use in this world. But just you being aligned, you are being this beautiful person, and every human is that. But the plus, the added value as a starseed is that you have lived so many lives, most of your lives are outside of this earth in a high frequency. Your soul is a high frequency soul. Maybe that's not a term, but your soul is, you know this. You're familiar with that. So for you coming back to that is quite easy. And you from beaming that out into this world is quite easy, right? And you helping others in whatever way you do that, you being a great baker and you put the love in your bread and you spreading around, or you're a mailman that brings out the letters and not with intentionally putting love in it. I mean, he was still doing letters, but anyway, I'm just saying, and you're putting the love just by just being you, and maybe you sing while you do the job, right? Or, so many jobs, so many things, whatever you do might not be in a job. You working in your garden and people pass by and you have a beautiful, loving conversation just by your smile and your enlightened state of being. Right? Oh, I don't mean enlightened, you're this monk, but just this higher frequency, this new earth frequency, this higher love, this state of love and unity. You can spread that by just being you, right? And perhaps because it's so easy for you as a starseed, you will teach or whatever it is. It doesn't really matter, right? Although what I hear, the Federation is very much into, you guys are there, you gals, you guys and girls, you're there as starseeds and you're there to support humanity. And many of you will do that through teaching once you feel that. But don't feel obliged. Do whatever feels right for you, because if you are in that joy and excitement in what you're doing, then that is felt by everyone. Now, if you're someone that doesn't feel that and you're like, I want that as well, then join me. I have this. I just started and set it up. It's this Starseed living. Yeah, certainly you have to think about it. I have a beautiful Facebook group. You're invited. Come there. There's where we start this thing with, like, I will teach you about how to connect, and soon I will do a 5-day challenge. I don't know how I'm going to call it yet. Probably alignment with your higher self or something, where I get you in that connection. When you have that, you start feeling that alignment and living from that space. I know it's a very short period, so it's just giving you a map of how you can do that live. This is what I'm just talking about, right? How to get your feet out of the matrix. That is the most important thing, really, to get out of it. Get in connection with your higher self, and then the rest will follow, really. And I can guide you with that, but I can also just teach you that. I can give you that. I can give you the roadmap to how to do that. And I would love doing that for you. I haven't, it's not on yet, if you watch this now in the period in beginning of February, but join my Facebook group, Starseed Living. There's a link below, and come and join there. And from there, you have all the updates on when that is all coming. I will do it regular. So you are so welcome. You're so welcome to join. Let me finish here with my enormous rant this was, right? I love you, I love you, I love you, and I'm looking forward to meet again, be it here in this on this YouTube channel, or in the Facebook group. There's only one. Much love, bye-bye.